Hey y'all, it's Trap Talk Radio, Trap Talk, Trap Music, and Trap Possibilities with Madam CJ, right here on In Touch Radio, Reality Radio, where everyone is a star. We thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you text a friend to text a friend, www.in-touchnews.com. Again, it's www.intouchnews.com. And call me 813-444-9588. Woo woo! 813-444-9588. Calling. I'm excited because that was the first time that I actually called off the number in 2 years without looking at it. So I am amazing. I know. They rearranging some stuff in the studio, you guys. So they are kind of I'm not gonna say messing up my flow. We're gonna say pushing me to greatness, right? Getting me adjusted to new things. So thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys are having an amazing week. It is Thursday. The weekend is almost here, and it is time to party. I guess that's what you plan on doing. I'm gonna be working all weekend, but welcome back to the trap. Last weekend, it was right before Valentine's Day, and I hope you guys had an amazing Valentine's Day and President's Day, whatever you did on that day. Which was surprising to me that, I feel like when I was younger, more people had the day off. It seemed like, as in President's Day, this year, it was a lot of people that was working, which I thought was very surprising. And even when I said it, I'm saying people that were in educational positions or government positions, banks. It was some other people that was working that I thought was surprising. But, baby, that is why I went to the banking industry when I did years ago, because I wanted to have all the federal holidays off. Honey, if there's a holiday that y'all want to consider, pagan, Negro, wine, whatever, baby, I want it off, okay? I want all the holidays off. I want all my 3-day weekends. I want my holidays and my vacation, okay? All that. And I want it paid. So, however you spent your holiday and your Valentine's Day, listen, I hope you guys had a great time and loved on your loved ones. So in my family, they make a big deal about holidays because my mom, she worked at Walgreens for about 33 years, and she would always make every holiday a thing. So I got a gift for St. Patrick's Day. I got a gift for Valentine's Day. I got a gift for Memorial Day. And it wasn't anything that was too expensive or anything like that, but it was something to signify this is the day that we celebrate something. We're going to get you a gift. So I love Valentine's Day. My dad gets me a bear every single year with the year, and I think I mentioned that last week. So you guys, I hope you are able to, and some people may support Valentine's Day and they don't, but if that's a day to give the people that you love their roses while they can smell them, you do that. You know what I'm saying? Or make every day Valentine's Day, to say the least. So what I have learned in the trap is it pays to love on those around you, even if they don't love on you back. It pays to do that, right? Because you end up reaping the benefit of the seeds that you've sown, right? A lot of times you have to take the high road when you don't want to and you don't care to and it's painful to. But the Bible says that God will make your enemies your footstool. Hallelujah. Right? But that it requires you to make some decisions. It requires you to make adjustments in your actions. It requires you to change your perspective. It requires you to spend time with God. So, but once you decide to do that, God will make your enemies, or those that have done you wrong, or situations that didn't work out for your favor. Enemies are not always the people. It might be a job. It might be a circumstance. It might be your finances. Whatever that may be, God will make that thing, person, what is it now? Person, place, or thing? Person, place, or thing. God will make that noun your footstool. So, I have learned a part of that is in order to get there, you have to make the sacrifice. You have to, I was talking to my cousin about that. You have to make sure that you're choosing the right actions, even though it don't feel good, even though you're trying to take the quote unquote high road when you don't want to, when you want to bust a cap, when you want to go off, when you want to say bump this and you got to just deal with it. Sometimes it pays off. Now, that don't mean for you to be just mistreated. Now, let's be clear. That don't mean for you to be abused. That don't mean for you to be embarrassed or made to feel little or whatever. But some things you just can't control. And it pays to, hey, sometimes it pays to aim high. When they go low, we go high. That's what Madam First Lady said. Okay. And sometimes it does pay for that. And so, like I said, if you have people around you that you love, not only just on Valentine's Day, but any other day, give those people those roses, because you never know when you're going to need that rose back. You never know when you're going to need them to rub your back and say, listen, I got a rose for you. I got support for you. I have encouragement for you. And that only is going to happen if you are sowing to people. I think I don't know who I was talking to, but I know I never remember who I was talking to. But we were talking about how they don't really have a lot of support. And I didn't really think of it at the time, but I know I have about a good 6 people I can call at any given time that will be able to give me very sound support, encouragement. They're gonna allow me to talk. It's a couple people. It's a couple more people I can call, but I can't call them in the midst of something because they ain't gonna be able. They're not gonna give me what I need. You know how you call them people and you trying to tell them, girl, this wine is not good. I don't understand. And somehow the conversation turned into how I'm not good at something. What? Huh? Well, I wasn't talking about. I'm talking about the wine. How the wine my fault? Like, I just somehow the conversation turned into your fault. You know. Listen, not that those people not supposed to be in your life. They supposed to be in your life at that moment. Okay, they not the people for you to call, baby. So you have to know who to call. Number A, right? You gotta know who to call. Number B, those that you can call, it's a reason they're there for you because you probably have been there for them. You probably have been able to give them a shoulder to lean on, encourage them, be some type of support for them. So I do that often, and I try to make sure I do that because I know I want it back. I want whatever I give, I want it to come back. So do that. You know, do it. This weekend is where the money resides. My god sister, she had me laughing. One time I had her, I called her and said, listen, I got an event in Orlando. Could you keep Legacy? And she said, honey, if the money resides in Orlando, I'm keeping Legacy. Because she lives in Orlando. That thing was the funniest thing. So I said, you know what? In my mind, I'm going to be saying that every time I got to go to work, I'm where the money reside, baby. I'm where the money reside. So if you're looking for something to do in Tampa, we do have an event on Sunday at Hip Hop Crab. It's pretty busy. We got a private party. We got some virtual parties. So things are on the up and up. But remember, please stay safe. So I put on my Instagram, people nasty. We just gonna start off there. Okay. It's some real nasty people out here. Listen, I went to a little karaoke thing last night. I went to a karaoke thing and I was leaving and I guess they were telling people that they needed masks at the door. Now I will tell you guys this. Y'all know our governor is in the state of Florida. He feel like ain't no COVID. DeSantis feel like what's COVID? Floridians don't get COVID in his mind. I am convinced he don't get COVID. None of Floridians get COVID. He don't know what COVID is. Okay, because we've been open since June. And baby, we've been open since about June 15th. Okay, we shut down, y'all that's here, y'all know. We shut down for a good 3 weeks. Uno, dos, tres. That's it. Okay. California just opened up about a month ago. They've been shut down since like May. Okay. Anyway, so but they are the state and the city officials and the counties. They are trying to find ways to tighten it up on the numbers. Of course, is Tampa as bad as Miami? We are not. You know what I'm saying? But we still need to tighten up. Like, let's just be clear. The city of Tampa and the county, they are threatening to, I don't know if you guys know this, but they are threatening to take people's liquor license if they are not in compliance. So what's happening is a lot of places in the city of Tampa, they thought they had the same DeSantis Trump type mindset. It ain't no COVID. Once you walk into this club, no COVID. So they were even not requiring people to wear masks inside of the club, and or not, they didn't require them to either walk in. They didn't require them to wear it inside. They can be all around breathing and spitting on everybody without a mask on, and no one said anything, even the staff and the employees. So that is how COVID spreads. That is the reason why they wanted to shut things down. So what is happening now is, and it's been happening, I would probably say, for at least 6 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks. They're threatening to take people liquor license. That is how people make money. So when you start telling these organizations, oh yeah, if you don't act right, give me that. That thing you paid $100 for, go ahead and give me that. So these restaurants, these organizations are starting to tighten up. Y'all know I left out of this karaoke thing. This man asked me to take my mask off my face to give it to him. Sir, do you know why we wearing these? It ain't for me to give you mine off my face. I promise you. I promise you, baby. The reason I got this on is not to give to you off my face that I've been spitting in and slobbing because I've been talking, whatever, like breathing and touching. Sir, he said, no, just give it to me. I just, y'all leave me. Just give me the mask. I need to just walk in here. They shouldn't be asking me to wear no mask anyway. I said, he can't be from here. Matter of fact, baby, you ain't from Earth. Because everywhere on Earth Earth with an F. Everywhere on Earth know that we wear masks. Okay? Y'all got to stop with this DeSantis mindset, please. COVID is real. Don't ask nobody. I said, girl, I went in on him. I said, listen, that's nasty. That's real nasty. He was like, it's not that crucial. I said, no, that's disgusting. You want a mask off my face? Sir, that's not right. Don't trust me, okay? Don't trust me, baby, because I don't want you trusting me, because I don't want you going in there trying to trust the bartender, and then that bartender come to my table trying to give me something to drink. Baby, don't trust me. Don't trust yourself, clearly, because you thought you could wear my mask off my face. People nasty. Okay, y'all, keep masks in the car. So you know what I did, because I'm a servant of the Lord. I went to my car, I started passing out masks. Baby, I'm going to do my part in stopping COVID. Listen, I went in, I said, listen, I said, listen, baby, I will give you a mask. You ain't got to take this one. I promise you this mask costs 20 cents. You ain't got to take it. So I went in my car, in my little stash, because Anna know I keep some mask in there, baby. I got 3-4 masks, gave him one, gave his homeboy one. This other dude was talking to her. I said, listen, you can get it. Like, this is for free, baby boy. Listen, please. I need you to stay safe so the rest of the world can stay safe. Wear your mask, put it in the car, and understand that these establishments are, number one, they should have been doing this. If they was doing it before, we wouldn't even be, those boys or whomever, or not even just boys, but those individuals that feel like they got to wear no mask in the place wouldn't feel that way if these places would have enforced this before. So let's just be clear about that. But these people ain't trying to lose their liquor license because you want to come here and potentially catch something. No, wear the mask. Keep it in the car. I promise you can go to the dollar store or the gas station to get one for $1. Baby, $1. That costs less than some of y'all marijuana. Or the wrapping paper. Or whatever. Okay, or a cup. Okay? Get the mask. Go to Amazon. Get you a pack of it. And it is, even if you don't want to wear it or you don't believe in it, you know you got to go to places that's going to need it. Stop doing that to yourself. Okay? Don't take nobody mask off nobody's face. That was beyond me. That was extremely beyond me, y'all. Please stay safe. Make sure you take, y'all know I do this every show. And I want to make sure I say this before we go on our first break. Take your vitamins, wear your mask, wash your hands, and stay out of people's face. Stay out of people's face, y'all. We will be right back right here on Trap Talk Radio. Y'all, I forgot to say, y'all, we drinking sweet sangria. Sweet sangria. Carlo Rosie? Y'all know I ain't Hispanic. Even though I like to tell people I'm Dominican. We'll be back.
You're playing your favorite old school. Today's R&B. With a smooth touch of jazz. You're listening to In Touch Radio.
The Storks are bringing me a baby brother. We can do this together.
All right, let's go.
Storks know how to keep kids safe. Do you?
What?
Oh my gosh, you don't know.
I know.
You don't. Oh man, you laugh when you're uncomfortable.
No.
Making sure your child is in the right car seat is one of the steps to safer travel.
I will rock this.
You will rock this.
To know for sure that your child is in the right car seat for their age and size, visit safercar.gov/the right seat. Cool. Very cool. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
It's important to plan ahead for emergencies, like the storm. When it kicked in, we had a plan. We were able to get in touch with each other in no time.
How to find each other.
The whole experience was fine.
Most frightening 10 hours of my life.
If there's one piece of advice I'd offer other moms out there, it's to stay calm and keep to the plan.
Some parents plan ahead, some don't. Make sure you know where to find your family in an emergency. Start your plan at ready.gov. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Hey y'all, it's Trap Talk Radio, Trap Talk, Trap Music, and Trap Possibilities right here on In Touch Radio, reality radio, where everyone is a star. We thank you guys for tuning in. We are right here back in the trap. Make sure you guys are texting a friend to tune in right now on in-touchnews.com. So I was just telling you guys that this crazy dude was telling me he wanted a mask off my face, which I think is bizarre. Y'all don't want to mask somebody's face. Okay, that's nasty. Okay. That's real nasty. Would you brush your teeth with somebody's toothbrush? Same thing. Okay? That's real intimate. Don't do that. It's interesting to know. I know, and I've said it before, but I really don't want my baby having to go to school and wear these masks. I hope they figure something out. You know, and before we were talking about the vaccine and we were saying how we don't know what's in the vaccine. It is surprising to me how many people are jumping to get it. Even after there was so much to say about, you know, how people are not going to get it or whatever, a lot of people are considering getting the virus. I know, God forbid, not the virus. Lord help me. No, they not getting the virus. The vaccine. They didn't get the virus. I rebuke that. They can still get the virus. So that is what I'm trying to understand. What does the vaccine do?
It's supposed to stop you from getting the symptoms.
The symptoms of
Correct.
the virus.
Yes.
I mean, okay.
But you can still contract the virus and you can still pass the virus on.
You can.
You just won't get the symptoms.
So you basically will be asymptomatic. You will be asymptomatic.
That's what they said.
Yeah, that's who.
That's what they said.
Listen, what I found out, my brother and his wife both got the vaccine, but they are healthcare professionals. And so my sister and I was like, we still need to be precautious. We still need to. So she went out here willy-nilly like, okay, I'm good. I'm Gucci. She's like, look, I still need to wear my mask if it's too crowded. So you're right. I think that. I think it just kind of helps with the symptoms of it. But I am definitely surprised about how many people are jumping in line to, and it's a lot of older people. I mean, because they are the most at risk. So I know several people that have booked their appointment. I know in Hillsborough County, they have to book an appointment before they go to get the vaccine, and they didn't open up another vaccine place like in by University Mall. So I mean, people getting to y'all. I just want y'all to stay safe. And do the best that you can, okay? I don't want nobody else dying, please. But y'all know what's going on now. We not only do we have a pandemic about COVID, but we have this crisis of the snowstorm that is going on in the country. Now, do we have snowstorms all the time? We do, but I don't think like this. Texas is going through it. I didn't understand. Not what the problem was, because clearly there's a snowstorm. People don't have electricity. They don't have hot water. They're running out of food. Food is gone. I know actually a couple people that I know from high school that have moved to Texas, and one girl was just like, "This is no joke. There's no food. We don't have no power." Like she was a person saying basically like it's really real over here. It is one thing for me for this is why it's so important for us to vote the correct people into office. Because you want someone that's going to be representing you that actually understands you. There was a representative, Ted Cruz, that actually went to Mexico. He's a senator, Senator Ted Cruz, that went to Mexico, Cancun, during the middle of the storm. Now, it's not our business, okay? Let's be clear. He probably booked this trip 3-4 weeks ago. Who knows? He wouldn't have known that a snowstorm was coming. But what he's getting backlash, and it seems like he has it says the Texas Democratic Party is calling Senator Ted Cruz to resign or be expelled from office after Republican lawmaker flew to Cancun, Mexico for a family vacation in the middle of a deadly winter storm that has left millions of Texans without water and electricity. So I got two sides to that. If he's already booked this, and is that really, should he not go on a family vacation? You say he shouldn't? Should he not? His duty, he cannot take another vacation easily, right? But that just shows the disconnect. Like, just because you can financially fly your family out of the craziness that's going on here, fly your family out of not having water, not having electricity, not having food, and probably go on a resort where there's plenty food, plenty electricity. Being in that type of position, that's a sacrifice you have to make. I think that's the side that they're saying, like, you should be over here struggling with us, right? Now, speaking of, baby, it was another one. A mayor in Texas has so much to say about the Texans asking for handouts. Mayor, he definitely resigned. Basically, he was saying, that the residents were lazy. We don't owe you nothing. The residents were lazy. No one owes you anything. And quit crying about it. Okay? What? When people out here freezing to death, that is horrible. That homeless people out here, not here, but in Texas, and I'm pretty sure there's other places. Of course, I think a lot of the attention right now was on Texas because it's just, so many people are without what they need. And not to say that these other places that are having these storms. I know my godbrother lives in Tennessee. He was like, it's been storming for 3 or 4 days. Now, granted, he is from Florida, so he don't even know how to drive in no snow. So I was telling him, I was like, bro, you might have to Uber eat you some groceries, because he was like, man, I don't really want to go out there because, I don't know how to drive it. And he said he was driving, his car was sliding, and the crazy part is before he went to Tennessee, I told him, I said, are your tires equipped for this? And he was like, I don't know. Now, granted, first of all, he just moved. He ain't think about trying to get no snow tires. I don't even know what the right words are. But he don't even be driving in that. He don't. Like, I said, bro, Amazon Prime you some food, some groceries, or whatever. Luckily, he said he has something to last him for the week, but who knows what that's going to be like in the next week. But if it's storming like that in Texas and all these other, who knows how many people are out here. But why do they got to freeze to death? That is horrible for them to have to freeze to death. And I think when I know in Florida, it doesn't get, I don't ever remember being below freezing any in Tampa. But I would feel bad for the people that I see that are homeless when it's really cold at night. I've given out blankets. Like, that's the least you can do. I also feel like there should be, the question is why was there not shelters available for them to go? Now, if they refuse, but was it a place for them to go to be warm? I highly doubt anybody in their decently sane mind would have refused any shelter when it was negative whatever. But so yes, he should not have. Anna's in here agreeing. He should not have went on vacation because there is a crisis going on in your state. And so even for the mayor to say that these people are handing out, asking for handouts. See, my thing is this: when the pandemic hit and they probably was giving your city extra money for programs that you can benefit for, was you asking for a handout? But now, see, this is what happens when a crisis is. She always want to throw her hand up by the break when I get comfortable into something, right? And then I try to rush, and then I don't want to see nothing. I want to see nothing. 5 minutes. Okay. What happens is, you know, as I stated before, when we're talking about different programs that the government, that the Hillsborough County and the states have, the government will allow certain funds for emergencies, right? And these officials probably they have the autonomy to kind of finesse kind of where that money go, right? I'm gonna give y'all some tea, and it ain't right, but y'all know I'm from Tampa. What you could do if I knew somebody that was a government official and they want to finesse some money, and let's say it had to be given. First of all they had to do was set the criteria for why they need to give away the money. Let's say, listen, we only want to give it away to wine bottles, okay? Wine bottles that had to be made, that had to be created in the last year, and the wine has to be given to single mothers. They set the criteria, baby. That's it. All they got to go do is create an organization that happened, you know, or use an organization they already did. Come up with some paperwork, do a couple transactions that show they're giving bottles of wine to single mothers, if that's the storyline. And you know what? Bam, that organization now qualifies for this money. And then once the money over, they can do whatever they want to do with it, right? Unless somebody blow the horn, so then there's some investigations. But how many of those investigations actually happen? How many of those horns actually get blown? A lot of times, this stuff sweeps through the fingers and through the cracks, right? So I said all that to say, of course he upset about people asking for handout, because now he got to use that money for what it's for. Baby, y'all got the money. Help these people. Why the lights not on? Now, granted, I get it. That type of stuff takes people. Like, we've seen it with hurricanes. I didn't really, you know, luckily Tampa has always been blessed to not necessarily get bad damage from hurricane. But when Irma came in 2017, that was the first time in my life, and I was 27, that I was like, okay, this is why they tell us to prepare. It wasn't the storm. It was the aftermath. It was not having electricity. I think we had electricity for 2 days. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You were here. You were in Tampa for that. I don't know what happened to y'all, but y'all was good. But it was people that were out of electricity. And then this was a surprise to me. Stores were closed. I wasn't even thinking about that. Literally, essential businesses, grocery stores were closed. So that is the reason they told us to prepare. It wasn't necessarily the storm. You know, it was the aftermath, because they knew people couldn't get out there. Like, so I understand why people may be out of electricity and water and all that for a couple of days, because they can't fix everything. It's only so many workers, right? But have sympathy for these people. Like, they gotta eat. I seen a picture. Paul Delgado posted it. Basically, it was a Domino's pizza. They were the only one that was open, and they had enough food for the weekend, and it sold out in 4 hours because people are hungry. All they can order is some pizza. Okay, shout out to Kona Grill. They got the best flatbread freezer. Think I'm gonna slide down. But it's y'all take these positions. Y'all vote people in. Stand by what's right. People have asked me to go into political, but see, that's the type of stuff right there. I don't know. I don't know. I think I would be empathetic. I think if that is something that God wanted me to do, I did declare that I was going to run for presidency in 2024. That's what I said. Okay. I think God is going to give me the heart to make those sacrifices. But I mean, you don't think about that. You know what I'm saying? You don't necessarily think about, dang, you don't really need to go to vacation right now, because there's people out here suffering, people out here dying, right? So I don't know. Make sure y'all choose the right people to go into the office that's going to represent you. And pray for those people that you know that are in Texas. Please do, because they might be going through it. You don't know. And a lot of times it's out of sight, out of mind. And and you feel like, oh, it's not happening to me, but that could easily happen to you. So be mindful, be sensitive. If there's anything that we can do to support the people that are in Texas, do that. And if nothing else, pray. Pray to whoever your God is. Pray that God send them a little bit of sun. Okay? Stop this. Can you stop the snow? Okay, please, God. Stop it. Lord, stop it. Okay? Bring the sun out. Bring the sun out. We'll be back, you guys. We will be back. Y'all keep them in prayer. Right here on Trap Talk Radio.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call Herman White at 961-6661. That's 961-6661.
We're playing your favorite old school. Today's R&B. With a smooth touch of jazz. You're listening to In Touch Radio.
Hey, y'all, it's Trap Talk Radio. Trap Talk, trap music, and trap possibilities with Madam CJ right here on In Touch Radio, reality radio, where everyone is a star. We thank you guys for tuning in. We are here back in the trap. And once again, I want to tell you thank you for always supporting me, sharing me, and telling your friends about me. If you want to be on the show, let me know. All you have to do is inbox me. We have some availability for March and April that we're starting to build up now. So if you have a business that you want to showcase on here, something you want to talk about, a movement that you want to push, let us know. We'll love to support you, and we'll love to have you on the show. We were just talking about the storm in Texas. Make sure you guys pray for your loved ones. Yeah, it's a lot going on. So speaking of a lot going on, these artists, sometimes they don't know when to chill. So Meek Mills came out with a song, and he referenced Kobe. Yeah, it wasn't the best. It wasn't. Meek Mill raps about Kobe and a chopper. Yeah, it wasn't the best scenario. When I heard it twice, and I said, basically the rapper's upcoming collab with Lil Baby was leaked, and people are paying special attention to Meek's bar about Bryant. He says, and if I ever lack, I'm going out with my chopper. It be another Kobe. If I ever lack, I'm going out with my chopper. It'd be another Kobe. I definitely agree that it is definitely insensitive and disrespectful because Kobe Bryant didn't choose to go out like that. That wasn't a choice. Okay. They didn't die a peaceful death. Okay, let's be clear. They didn't. I don't know. I don't know if he's referencing the chopper's a little much. The chopper's a little much. Of course, when he said the chopper, he means the helicopter. But a chopper also could mean a gun. So will it be suicide? I don't get that. I don't get it. A chopper. What's the context? Yeah. Yeah, and if I ever I'm going out with my chopper, it'll be another Kobe. It could be, maybe he's saying, he would be like a legend that all of a sudden passed away unexpectedly. Okay, I really shouldn't have to dive that deep into that line to referencing someone that passed away. I think that is the issue. Like if you meant something else, be clear about Kobe. We just lost him a year ago. That was too much, and it was all of a sudden. It's too soon. It's too soon, and it's not clear enough because when you hear chopper, you could think the helicopter but you know what I'm saying. I don't know. I don't know, Anna. I don't know. That wasn't tasteful. That wasn't tasteful. I like Meek. I like Meek. Um, so he tweeted somebody basically will create. He said someone will create a narrative and y'all follow it. Y'all internet antics cannot stop me. It's like Zombie Land or something. He said almost like mind control. So he basically is saying is that it's that is not what it is. Now, in the same token, if he wants to play with that, he got into it with 6ix9ine earlier this week. 6ix9ine is a rapper. Tekashi 6ix9ine. I don't really understand that character, but he's a very interesting individual. He proclaimed to be a gangster and, you know, had a lot going on, but yet when he got locked up with his crew, he spilled the beans. He spilled the beans, right? And he's out now. He's a rat. Okay. Now, granted, you know, I seen Remy had made a post about. She said, I think it was Remy. She basically said, "Listen, a rat is somebody that chooses to be a part of something and then want to tell. It's different when you didn't know or you're saying like, hey, this person stole something from me. That's not being a rat. A rat is like, bruh, I want to steal with you, and then now that we getting locked up, you know, I'm a snitch. No, you shouldn't have did it. That was your idea, not mine, right? And it ain't like somebody stole from you, and then you like, no, this person, no, that's not the same thing. So basically, Tekashi 6ix9ine was a part of some things, and then he chose to be a part of some things, and he decided to tell on them, whatever. But he is currently has a little beef with Meek Mills, and in that process, I guess he's trying to say that they came up with a narrative or whatever, but yeah, I don't know. It wasn't tasteful. It wasn't tasteful at all. So Meek, figure that junk out. That's what I got to say about him. Make it clear, make it plain. I don't think that that tweet was not good enough for me. You see what I'm saying? The tweet, no, you should if it wasn't, because it was not about, in that type of situation, it's not about the narrative. It's about, okay, pay respect to this man and his legacy and his family. It wasn't just him, it was his daughter. Pay respect to this man's wife. So I think he could have easily said, hey y'all, that's not what it is. And then if people didn't believe him, whatever, maybe this tweet would be appropriate. I don't think that was appropriate for the first initial response. Just clear it up. If you ain't mean no disrespect, if you ain't mean to be insensitive, like, cool. Everybody don't have to understand your music. Everybody don't have to understand what you got going on. It is A-okay. But Meek, it's a little bit too soon, Meek Mills. It's a little bit too soon. So, another thing that I wanted to talk about and tell you guys is, I know I talked about the Weeknd's performance last week. I think I mentioned that. The Weeknd, the halftime Super Bowl performance. I was not a fan of the Super Bowl performance, right? To me, it was a little much. But I got to retract my statement, because my god brother was letting me know that the Weeknd, that's kind of how he performs. And apparently he has been building up this storyline since like July. Okay. So I want to take back my statement. I just thought it was a bit much. But apparently he actually did a good job. He did a good job in his performance. It's just something I didn't necessarily understand. I didn't understand it. So, that's that. So I know some of you guys are not Beyonce fans, but the Carters are an interesting family. And what I love about them is, number one, they are very subtle in the things that they do. Well, they're very private in the things that they do. I'm not gonna say subtle, because it's always grand, right? And my dog Beyonce always posting pictures 3:00 in the morning. I feel like she wants us to wake up to her presence. Like, she always makes sure. I always wake up and it's like 2 million likes. I'm like, when did she post this? Oh, 3 hours ago. Oh, okay. It was 2:00 in the morning. So, she's coming out with a new line for Ivy Park. Y'all know Ivy Park is her line with Adidas, and it's sportswear. I'm not gonna lie, when I looked at it before, it was a little bit out of my price range. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee if I stop going to Walmart and stop buying $15 little dresses or whatever, I save my little money, I might be able to buy something. Okay, because 10 of those is $150. Okay, and I got plenty. So, you know, but so Ivy Park is her line. But what I think is so cool, she's coming out with a new, you know, fashion companies, they'll have like different lines, and Blue Ivy is in this line. And so first of all, when she first announced it a couple weeks ago, she came out with, it's like icy, it's like cold, right? And so she uses Gucci Mane. I said so. Not Gucci Mane. No, that's not. That's the Snowman. That's Jeezy. Either way, she uses Gucci Mane. Shout out to Gucci Mane. I'm sorry if I said it wrong. That's all wrong. My bad. She uses Gucci Mane in the promotions. So shout out to him. But Blue Ivy's in this new advertisement, and I think it's so cool because it's another way to set up legacy. Like, not only of course we know that the proceeds, the profit margin is going to go to her kids, but for her to actually be a part of it and understands what her mom is doing, understand what the business is, and like coming into her own. Like, I think that's cool. And I believe in making kids work, because my father made me work. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't have to I didn't have to pay for nothing. But even her working, like, that's her working, modeling, making sure her hair is done, making sure she knowing her parts. That is some type of responsibility that I think all kids need, and I think it's so cool. Even on their level, you would think they don't have to. Beyonce and Jay-Z have set up their families for generations and generations to come. They don't have to do that, but I think it is a indication of them valuing work ethic and them valuing making sure their legacy stays strong. And I think it's so important when you have kids to make sure that they know that you raise your children to know how to survive without you, right? I know a young lady right now, she's 27 and does not know how to survive without her mom. That's not a good thing, right? I want all of our parents to be here forever. I do. God, if you can hear me now, keep all of our parents protected. But God forbid if they become unable to provide for us, unable to make decisions for us, unable to support us in the way that we've been accustomed to, they should have prepared us to handle business, right? Even if it's paying your own bills, going to work, having a savings account, knowing how to ask the right questions. Sometimes that's what it is, right? Prepare your children to know how to do without you. And then in a sense, that is what they're doing with her. Listen, we're going to teach you. Yeah, the money already yours. But get out here and model too. So you know the value of what we're trying to create. So you know the value of the brand. And hopefully when you get older, you won't embarrass us because you know the value. Act right. Right? Act right. So I think it's so cute that they put Blue Ivy up on game. I know she was on one of Jay-Z's songs. She was on Beyonce's album, Black is King. So they are definitely setting them up. She was in the film. So, like, baby, they cutting Blue Ivy checks too. Trust and believe. And she did. She won an award already. And this is the thing. And I hate to say white people, but this is the type of stuff that white people do and that we have to stand up. It's okay for you to have a business in your child's name. It's okay for your child to reap the benefits and not, and don't run into the ground. Listen, this is the interesting part. I love my people. We'll put the cable bill in our kids' name, but we won't open up a business in their name and mess up their credit. That ain't okay.
That's because we weren't taught to do that. Okay. So let me stick up for my people for a
I don't
little bit,
really,
you know.
Okay, in 2021, we can't say that no more.
Okay, but in 2021, we can, right? There are still people who are illiterate. They can't read.
Okay.
They cannot read. If they cannot read, they cannot comprehend. If you cannot comprehend, you cannot understand what is going on.
So let me clear it up a little bit then. For those that understand.
I ain't talking to them. I don't never talk to them.
Okay. I mean, we on two different sides of the street then.
Well, I don't talk to them. because you choose ignorance. If you choose ignorance and you choose to suffer without having to suffer, that's something you and the universe got to work out. I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
But if you are willing to learn and to change how you do things to better the future, then absolutely you deserve everything.
Okay. So Anna's saying there's some people out here that just don't have the opportunities to to excel. Even the basic things of learning how to read.
Facts.
I'm over here saying for y'all trifluents that are very well versed and have the essential needs that you need, that have the essential tools to set your children up for a better life, and just blatantly choose not to because somebody didn't do it for you. Miss me with all that.
Where's their example? Who going and pulling them up? Who going and talking to them and saying, hey, change that up? Or are we just talking at them and telling them you ain't supposed to do that? Somebody calling you.
Hey, thank you for calling Trap Talk Radio. Who do I have on the line? Caller. Okay, if you can hear me talking, please make sure you call back in because we lost you. We lost you. 813-444-9588. I'm sorry that we lost you, but call back in. But yeah, I mean, Anna, that is a good point, and I try not to be insensitive about that because I do know that I was taught. I do know that I was exposed to those things, and you are absolutely right. Some people just are not. But that is an example of if we can set our kids up, do that, y'all. Do it in whatever way possible. If it's a savings account and you're teaching them how to budget, set them up, and teach them how to survive without you, because there's going to be a time, whether not saying that you're not physically going to be on this earth, but whether they're in college, they're on a job, there are going to be times that they don't have you hovering over them, and they're going to need to be able to be sustainable, mature, positive adults in this world that we live in. Ain't nobody going to keep them on a job if they can't nobody talk to them. They'll know how to fact find. They'll know how to ask the right questions, right? Those are basic things that we should be putting our kids up on game. So y'all do that, please. Do it for me. Do it for the babies. Please. Okay? Y'all, we will be back. Remember calling in 813. We got a caller? Okay. All right. We're gonna go ahead and go out. We'll be right back, y'all. Bye.
In Touch Radio, the most loved station across the nation. In Touch Radio. Tell a friend. In Touch Radio.
It may be hard to believe, but people just like you are already saving money. FeedThePig.org makes it easy. Their simple savings plan teaches you how to start saving without going overboard, so you don't need to start foraging wild berries.
I was skeptical, but these are actually pretty good.
You don't need to sell your soul to the devil.
$15 is the best I can do.
You just need FeedThePig.org. Don't get left behind. Get tips and tools at FeedThePig.org. Brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
Welcome to Calvin's Barbershop.
You all got to see this.
I don't even want to know what you're looking at on that phone.
Well, you should. I was learning about the dangers of high blood pressure and that we need to get ours checked regularly. High blood pressure can increase the risk of heart attack or stroke, but this text program can help keep it at a healthy range. Just text Barbershop to 97779 to sign up.
I'll get right on it as soon as I'm done with this baby panda video.
Text Barbershop to 97779. A message from the American Heart Association and the Ad Council.
Hey y'all, it's Trap Talk Radio. Trap Talk, trap music, and trap possibilities with Madam CJ right here on In Touch Radio, Reality Radio, where everyone is a star. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate you all. We having a good time tonight, and like I said before, we are drinking sweet sangria. It's pretty good. It's pretty good too. And I almost drank the whole bottle, y'all. OG there, she drank the whole. Only had 1 cup. She done had 3 cups, and she fill me out. What's the song you said? Can I get a refill? Can I get a refill? Yes, you can, baby girl. Yes, you can. So have y'all seen Judas and the Black Messiah? Have y'all seen that?
I just finished it today.
How was it? Is it your type of movie?
Of course, it's my type of movie, but sometimes, you know, we don't understand what we be doing.
We got a caller.
What's going on, caller?
Thank you for calling Trap Talk Radio. Who do we have on the line?
Hey, Joe. How's it going, CJ?
Hey, how are you?
I just want to. I've been listening to your whole conversation like every week, but what your partner said, I'm with her. I don't pay attention to people who start talking ignorant, and I'm gonna take it back to the Kashi 6ix9ine garbage.
Okay.
All rappers. You see how I guess he used that Kobe and the chopper thing?
Yeah.
Everybody, that's a bad reference. But a lot of rappers say I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6. Tekashi took full advantage of the system that the United States has. But the prosecutors helped him. He's come out and he's more profitable, and he's using that to his favor. So some conversations, I'm like your partner. Sometimes I don't pay attention to other people. When they get to talking, I just say okay. I'm like, you know what? It's unfortunate,
Absolutely.
and I just leave it alone because ain't nobody got time to debate with nobody anymore. And I just want to say one more thing. I know everybody got that alert from that young lady that got the guy the 1-year-old from Valrico the other day. It's so unfortunate what's going to happen to that young man. I love how the news say he kidnapped a 1-year-old child. But yet, when they was reporting the story, he was knocking on doors asking for a ride. He jumped in the car not knowing a baby was in there. He dropped the car back off at a church. I hope some of these, I hope some of these George Edgecombe black attorneys, somebody help that young man out so they won't railroad him. He made a mistake. He's young, and he didn't kidnap a child. You don't kidnap a child and drop it off at a church when you know it's safe at. But that's all I want to say. I just want to tie that in, because at the end of the day, everybody's for self sometimes. And it's just crazy how Tekashi will do that. But if all them billionaires in jail on his side, his behind probably would still be in jail.
Right.
But I love you so every week, CJ, and keep doing what you're doing. I learned a lot from you with the business side, too.
Thank you. Talk to you later. So I didn't hear about what he said about the child in Valrico.
Oh, yeah, I just seen the article. I didn't get a chance to read it, but apparently a teenager stole a car and there was a baby in the back seat. But that was the headline, so I didn't read it. I don't like to read negative information about us.
So Bay News 9 put it. They said a mother's message for the man who stole her SUV with her baby girl inside of it. So that's a little bit more of what he's saying. Don't say he kidnapped a girl. He didn't kidnap her.
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look this up. That's sad.
Yeah.
That happens though.
It does. Well, I mean, they're always going to paint us as villains and not as people that are struggling, right? Or people that have been oppressed or enslaved or anything that they have done. They're not going to admit that wholeheartedly. So yeah, I don't expect
what you
much
just
from
said
them.
to me. I have to, and this is, I know we don't even have enough time to really get into the robust of this, but I'm not talking about this situation. At what point can we not use that anymore?
And at the point where we're absolutely in charge of our narrative, and that would mean controlling everything that we need and everything that represents us, and we don't do that at this moment. So
if
at this moment, mainstream media, we are still attached to all of their things, so they still control our narrative. We are working feverishly to change it ourselves, but we don't have the type of waves that we need or the support that we need.
Right.
So that's always gonna, we can never let go of what has happened in the past. We're always supposed to go back to the past to review and to see what happened so that we can make the changes in the future. But if we always say, well, we can't use that excuse, well, what can we use? Because it's that reason that we know that. It's the reason of Tuskegee, where we don't trust your vaccine. Like, you cannot say that we can't look at that, but I'm supposed to trust you today. No, I don't. And I'm not going to. And you can't tell me that I can't based on, oh, that happened a few years ago and you got to let that go.
No, you don't have to let it go. You don't.
And the headlines still read the same. So I don't have to let that go because you're still doing that today.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't let it go, so I ain't letting it go.
Okay. Y'all know I don't like to get Anna riled up, baby, but she riled. I shouldn't have asked that question. But that's a real question, right? But I guess next week we'll talk about Judas and the Black Messiah. I'm excited about that. I have not seen the movie, but people are talking about it, and I need to see it. But first of all, look up Judas. You know, Judas was the person that portrayed Jesus.
I need y'all to look up. I need y'all to watch Black is King.
Okay. What we got to watch this weekend? Black is King.
Yeah. Judas and the Black Messiah.
Anything else?
Oh, you might not be able to catch all these, but you need to get up on them hidden colors.
Hidden colors.
1 through 5.
Hidden colors.
Stop playing.
And you know what? What's the movie with Denzel Washington's son on Netflix? Malcolm and
Mary.
Malcolm
Marie.
and Mary.
Marie.
Malcolm and Marie. Yeah.
Yeah,
y'all watch that.
last week.
If you want to see a toxic relationship, like, watch it.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Because a lot of times we don't even realize we in that. That was ridiculous.
There was a lot going on.
It was a lot, but that's
typical stuff, though.
It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for listening to Trap Talk Radio. We'll be back next week. All right, y'all. Y'all be safe. And make sure y'all are where the money reside. Where the money reside. Where the money reside.